Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mallikarjun. So in this today's session, I'm going to demonstrate on one of the most commonly asked interview question, or this question is regularly asked by you guys, and many of you people are constantly asking me to take one session on how to handle in case of your DB recovery file test or your Archivelog destination is full, and then your DB is hung, or your DB is not generating or not searching any Archivelogs, or your database is hung due to your Archivelog destination is full, and then whenever any transaction happens, it is going to be like hung, and then whenever we do like log switch, it's going to be like hung, and then nothing we are going to able to do it at my database level. How to handle this kind of situation? So I just came up with four commonly most of us, like whenever this kind of situation comes, these are the most commonly used solutions or the response for this particular issue. So again, I'm going to repeat those three issues. When log archive destination is full, what to do? Or you are unable to switch or unable to generate the archive log due to your Archivelog destination is full, or your database is hung due to your Archivelog destination is full, or your FRA is full. So any of this scenario, how quickly you can act and how quickly you can fix this issue. So I just divided this issue with the four solution. One is delete your older Archivelogs if you don't need them. Just connect your admin point and then go ahead and delete them. And that's going to release the space from your FRA, and then you are continue to work. And then increase your Archivelog destination size if your like mount point size is still having some extra space, but you defined your Archivelog destination size to limited size, and then you can go ahead and then increase that Archivelog destination size, and then your database is continue to work and your Archivelogs are continue to generate. Right, and then if your Archivelog destination itself is full, and then you don't have any Archivelogs to delete, and then go ahead and change your Archivelog destination to some other mount point where you have enough space on that particular mount point. And then that's going to fix your issue. If at all any of these do not work, then directly go into your FRA location, and then you move your Archivelogs temporarily using OS move command to some other temporary location. Later you can move it back once you fix that space issue. So we're going to demonstrate all of this in my lab environment one by one, and then we'll see how it's going to progress. And then before I get started with this particular demonstration, if you're new to my channel, always go back to YouTube and search for Malik034, and then please do subscribe. And then if you like my videos, share, like, and comment. Okay, let's get started here. I have connected my Oracle Lab 1. That's my lab server here. And then I have taken one more duplicate session for the same Oracle Lab 1 server. What I'll do, I'll just check my database status here. I have multiple databases, but I'm interested in this DevDB, which is of 19C database. If I set my environment here, env grep ora. So my DevDB environment SID is set, Oracle base is set, and Oracle home is set to 19C. And then quickly I can tail alert log for my DevDB. So how to find the alert log? Just go here in the other session, locate alert underscore devdb dot log, and then you will get your alert log here. Just tail that alert log, and then I already simulated that first issue. My FRA is exceeding the limit. You used to get this one, cannot reclaim the space of this many bytes from the disk space from this particular FRA space. This is a like continuous error message. You're going to get it here. Limit exceeds for your recovery file test. So if I go back here, connect to my database, and then do archive log list, and then it is in archive log mode, and then your archive destination is use your DB recovery file test. And then right now it is stuck at this particular 58 archive number. And then if you do show parameter recovery, you can see your DB recovery file test, which is pointing to your Archivelog destination, which is like user on app Oracle fast recovery area, and then which is limited to 100 MB in size. And then because of this 100 MB, your Archivelog destination is full. If I go back here, I'll take one more session, and then I'll go to my Archivelog destination, and then I'll see that size. Root, I'll just connect with the root. Right. So I'll go here, CD, Archivelog destination, fast recovery area, and DevDB, and then ls-ltr. So you have so many files over there in this particular fast recovery area. Just do du-sch star. So this particular Archivelog destination already grown too much. Online read log is 600 MB, control file is 11 MB, and your Archivelogs are like 0 MB. So nothing is, it already is full. And then that's why you are not able to generate any of the Archivelogs. If I go ahead and then switch on Archivelog, alter system switch log file, and then it's can be like, it's going to be like hang. So you don't see any message in your alert log. It's kind of your, this the common error message you're going to get it once your FRA is full. Like you cannot reclaim the disk or your limit exceeds your recovery file disk, and then you will see this kind of error message here. Right, you can see, right, FRA 19815 warning, DB recovery file disk size is of 100 MB, which is 100% used, and then 0 reclaiming bytes available. It cannot reclaim any of the space from your FRA, and then it's giving you some recommendation. You can consider your changing admin retention policy, and then backup your Archivelogs or your backup files and delete old files, and they add a space to your DB recovery file disk size, delete unnecessary files from your FRA location. So these are like recommendation, it is already given here. So those are the same recommendations what I mentioned here. Right, so let's go back here. What we can do now, we already checked Archivelog list and then DB recovery file dest. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to check archive_dest. That's my first solution. Delete Archivelogs using your rman prompt, rman command prompt. This is my rman solution. So I'm just going to run this particular command here. Sorry, I'll just copy this one. Go back to my SQL screen here. Okay, I'll just cancel this one. It's not going to generate any of the Archivelogs. It's kind of a hang. Now, if you see here, it says DB recovery file dest, which is in error status because DB recovery file dest is already, completely 100% full, and then you cannot do any Archivelogs. Now, go ahead and run this rman command. What this rman command does, cross-check any old or expired Archivelogs, or cross-check any old backups, delete no prompt absolute. If there are any absolute backup, delete them. Delete no prompt expired Archivelogs. Delete no prompt expired backups. If there are any expired Archivelog backups around, you can go ahead and delete them. And then it automatically releases the space from your FRA, and then you can continue to work. Right. So now I'll connect to my rman target /. Right. So I'll just go ahead and run this one. Right. So everything is done now here. And now it has already deleted 12 expired object marked, and then deleted 7 object here, and then cross-check 20 objects. So it has done everything here, and then you can still, you don't have space is not yet released. So again, go back here, do UFNS. So no space has been released now. And then what you can do now, this method, whatever I'm explained here, if there are any expired Archivelog, if there are any absolute backup, if there are any expired backup, then it's going to delete all of them from this particular respective location. You can see your backup set or your Archivelog and whatever there, it's going to delete them. Right now, I don't have anything here in my backup or Archivelog. Whatever this first solution, delete all this expired backup, Archivelog, absolute backup. This is not going to help here in this first scenario. So this first solution is not going to help me in this scenario. Now I'll go ahead and then I'll jump into my second solution, that is increase the Archivelog destination. Right. So I'll again run the same query, VDL recovery area. So this is my VDL recovery area. I'm just going to run that one. So let me connect into my SQL prompt. Right. So I'm going to run this one. Select star from VDL recovery area. Let me set it to pages 100. Right. So let me run it once again. Right. It says control file 10% used and redo log 600% used, and your backup piece 10% used, and then number of copies. So this is your recovery area usage. In that FRA, you can see control file, redo log, archive, backup copies and back image copies, flashback logs, and all this you can see it over there. But right, nothing I can reduce it from there. And then go ahead and run this particular command here. Or what I'll do, I'll just put it here. Right, so I'm just going to run this one. We did a recovery file test, and then we'll see that what. Okay, it says it's used 0.5 GB. Your use space is like 600 MB. That's a 0.5 GB. Out of right now, you have set your DB recovery file test to 100 MB. A DB recovery file test is 100 MB. It's already used 500 MB, more than that. So there's no way you can reclaim or you can do anything here. So only thing is, like, I'm gonna go ahead and increase my DB recovery file test to more than whatever that 600 MB. Right now 500 MB is used. And then I'm go ahead and set it to 800 or 700 MB. What I can do now, this is your space limit. So I just calculate this one. What is the space? Go back here. Divide by 10 to 4. Divide by 10 to 4. Right now it is 100 MB is set, and then use space. Divide by 10 to 4. Divide by 10 to 4. So right now it is 621 MB is used. If you go back here and then do it 621 MB, that's the total space is used. If you do du-sch star, that's a 221 MB is used. And then that's where you're seeing it here, 221 MB. That's a used space here. So now what I'll do, I'll just slightly increase it. Like I'll just set it to 650 MB. What I'll do now, I'll just run this command. The command is simple. Alter system set DB recovery file test size, and then I'll make it to 650 MB, 650 MB, and then scope equal to both and SID equal to star. Just make this one. Okay, I'll run this one. It's gonna fail anyway. That colon is, it should be single quote here. Right, so I'm just gonna set this one. Right, now you set it. Now you can do show parameter recovery, and you can see now it becomes 650 MB. Earlier it was set to 100 MB. Now you can see, go ahead and see in our alert log, you can see the space is used 95%. Right, earlier it was showing 100%. Now it was used 95% because 600 MB is already used. 621 MB is used. I just slightly increased 650 because I just wanted to make it again fill. Now it is increased. Now you can go ahead and switch some marker log here. I'll do alter system switch log file. At alter system switch log file. Okay, still it is not generating Archivelog because internally it has some calculate mechanism. It has minimum size is needed this much, and then it's gonna allow me to switch some log files. Right now it is still it's not allowing me to switch Archivelogs. I'll just cancel it again. Archivelog list. Right, so still it is not allowing me to switch parameter recovery again. Right, so 600 MB. I'll go ahead and then increase the space to some more. Go ahead and then make it to 1 gig instead of making slightly increasing. Just I'll make it to 1 gig. Go ahead and run the same command here. Just make it star. Right, so run once again show parameter recovery. Right now it is set to 1 gig. Now you can do one more log switch, alter archive log list. Where is that one? Alter system switch log file. Yeah, just go ahead and run it. Right, you can see now the logs are getting switched here. Now the logs are getting generated. I'll do archive log list, and you can see archive logs are getting generated here. Earlier it was hanging. Now I increase the space. Now I'm getting archive log. If you go here, you're generating your archive logs here, like all your logs, which is happening perfectly fine here. And now, okay, now what we can do, I'll go back here and then do one more time du-sch. Now it become 27 M. Earlier it was 51. No, sorry. Earlier it was how much? 601, total size is 651. Now it becomes 621, and then Archivelog, you can see here, Archivelog earlier it was 0, and now it is getting generating your Archivelog. Go inside your Archivelog location and go inside today's date to LL. You can see your Archivelogs are getting generated here, right? So you fixed by increasing your Archivelog destination size, by increasing Archivelog destination size, because that's a dynamic parameter. You can go ahead and change it, and then your issue is resolved. So your database is started generating your Archivelogs. Right, you can see your database is started generating your Archivelog, and then all those Archivelogs are started coming here. You can see 61. It was 60 and now it becomes 61. Right, so you can use this second method, increase your Archivelog destination size, and then that will fix your issue. And then the question is, what's the size of your mount point? If you do show parameter recovery, and then this is your Archivelog location. And then if I do df-h, and then if I do this user on app fast recovery area, and then dev-db, and then right now it has like 41 GB is available. That's where you can go ahead and then increase this particular DB recovery file list size to 1 GB. That has resolved your issue. Assuming that this particular mount point, whatever you're seeing, this dev-db FRA, which is like 100% full. Right now it is saying 44 GB is used and 41 GB is free. And assuming that is 100% is used. So whatever that 84 GB you assigned for this particular mount point, all like it has used, 100% used. So what's the point of increasing your DB recovery file list? Because your mount point itself is 100% full. So you cannot, even though if you increase your mount point size here, it's not going to help you in creating the Archivelogs, because your mount point, it's a OS mount point itself is full. In that case, the third solution will come into picture. Even though your mount point is full, and then you are not, even though you increase your DB recovery file list to whatever the higher value, it's not going to help, because at OS level, space itself is 100% occupied. Archivelogs are not going to generate anymore. Now you can go ahead and then change your Archivelog destination. So right now I can say df-h and then slash u01 backup, like assuming that this is your one more mount point. It's all like coming from the same mount point, but right now I'm assuming that this particular mount point user on backup, assuming that it's coming from the different mount point. I can redirect my all the Archivelogs into separate mount point. Like you can do again same command, run Archivelog list. Right, so this is your DB recovery file list, and then show parameter DB recovery file list, which is pointing to this particular mount point. Use your own app oracle. You're gonna redirect that particular Archivelog destination to use your own backup or U02 backup or whatever the different mount point, whatever the backup mount point you have it. Run this command. It says your Archivelog dest 1. Earlier it was error state because of your DB recovery file list is full. Now it is a valid state and it is pointing to your FRA. Now I'm going to change my Archivelog destination to use your own backup, so that even though my FRA is my whatever this FRA pointing to local mount point to which is full, my Archivelog is going to continue to generate, because I'm redirecting that Archivelog destination to some other mount point. So command for that is you can use this one, show parameter log underscore format. That's like how the log underscore log in which format it's going to generate. T-S-R and .dbf. So what I'll do now, alter system set log underscore archive underscore dest underscore 1 location, and then I'm going to reroute to user own backup, so that all your Archivelogs will start generating inside your user own backup. If I go here right now, this is 61 is the last Archivelog generated here. If you go user own backup, right now you don't have anything here. ls-ltr, you don't have anything here. Like go ahead and then set it to user on backup. So I'm just going to run this command here. Alter system set log underscore archive underscore dest underscore 1 equal to location equal to user on backup, scope equal to both. Right, so you have set your system. You can run this again. Show parameter recovery, or else you can set this particular, check this particular archive underscore dest. So you can see it's a valid and it's pointing to user on backup. And you can check your alert log. Alter system set destination 1 is set to your user on backup. And then you can do the same command, show parameter recovery, Archivelog list. Archivelog list, you can do it. It is, you can see Archivelog destination pointing to user on backup. You do now show parameter meter recovery. Right, so show parameter recovery, your DB recovery dest, it's like your FRA location still pointing to your user on app Oracle. But if you see like your archive destination, which is pointing to user on app. So your DB recovery file dest, which is pointing to your user on app Oracle fast recovery array, which is limited to 1 GB. And then what's the limitation for this archive destination? I pointed to user on backup. Is there any limitation for this archive destination, which is like your log archive destination one? So if you keep your log archive destination outside of your FRA, that is your DB recovery file dest. This is your DB recovery file FRA location. If you keep your archive destination, like archive destination user on backup outside of your FRA location, there is no limitation for your use that archive destination. As long as your OS mount point having enough space, your archive logs are keep generating into that particular mount point. There is no limitation. There is no size limit here. If you put your archive destination inside your FRA, that is where your limitation comes into the FRA limitation. That's 1 GB is abided by this your Archivelog destination as well. So if you move your Archivelog destination to outside of FRA, like user on backup, so there is no limitation for that. As long as this particular OS mount point has enough space, your Archivelog will be keep generating in that particular mount point. Right. So if I go here, it is set to your user on backup. If you go here, do ls-ltr, and right now no Archivelogs. I'll do one log switch, alter system switch log file. You can see log file is switched, and you can see here your log file is switched here. And then if I go here, ls-ltr, and you can see your log file started generating inside your user on backup. That's where your Archivelog destination you have switched here. So this is my third solution. Change your Archivelog destination in case of your DB is hung, or you're not able to not able to clear anything from your RMAN, or you're not able to move anything. You're not able to resize your increase your destination size. You're not able to change your archive destination. And then only simple solution is go to your FRA and then move your Archivelog destination back. Right, so just like that, like this is your Archivelog destination, you went here, and then whatever the Archivelog you're going to see it here, just move, and then whatever your backup location or whatever your mount point any mount point location, just move this particular Archivelog to any other available mount point, and then you can continue to work. So what I'll do, I'll just reset back it to right now. What I can see here, right now it is saying right now your Archivelog list is showing right now your Archivelog destination setting it to user on backup. I just wanted to move it back to my FRA. So how you're going to do it? So you have to do reset, alter system reset your log underscore archive underscore dest1, alter system reset log underscore archive underscore dest1, scope equal to SP file, and then you need to reboot your system. Sorry, alter system spelling here, alter system reset. Okay, scope is again spelling typo here, scope equal to SP file. So I'm going to set it back to my FRA location. Right, so I'm just going to do startup force is going to shut down your database and restart your database back. It's like shut down immediate and startup. Rather than running two commands, you're just going to do startup force, which is going to shut down your database and then start it back again. In one command, you're going to do two things, like your instance went down and it just started now here. And now we can go back and check it again. Run this archive destination here. I can see archive destination one valid, and it's again reset it back to your DB recovery file dest. Right now we can do alter system switch log file, and then log files are getting generated here 64. And then if I go here, now you don't see your Archivelog into your user on backup. You don't see here, like now it is generating back to your FRA location. I'll go inside that FRA archive location, and then go inside today's date. This is your today's date here. Go inside that. Then you can see 64 Archivelog is generated here. Do one more log switch and you can see 65 Archivelog in your FRA location. Go back here again, 65 is generated here. Go back here, do LL, and you can see 65. Now it is back to Pavilion, whatever the default location that is under FRA, it is not generating here. Now, what we can do, what I said, simple method, go to your FRA location, move whatever the Archivelog you have it, just move it to some backup location. What we can do now, I'll just set it to 650 MB, whatever we tried earlier. I'll just 700 MB. I'll just do same command. I'm going to run it here. Okay, just do star. Okay, no, I'm just going to do it to 700 MB, 700 M, and then scope equal to both SID equal to star. Doesn't matter SID equal to star because it's a standalone. Right now you can set it to 700 MB, show parameter recovery. You can see it is set to 700 MB, and then you can see that limitation size is now set it to 89% used. That's again warning. Now you can try to do some log switch here. Right, so log switch are happening, and then do couple of log switch. What's the size of each Archivelog? Let's see. Let's say LTRH. So just a KB. You're not getting anything here. What's the use space now? Go back here. Just check what's the use space. I want my FRA to be full again. DO-SCH star. Okay, now it is. Go back here. Go back one more. DO-SCH star. Okay, now it is 628 MB. It's not going to help here. What I can do directly, I can set it to 650. Go back here. I can make it 650. 650 M. Scope equal to both. Done. So now you can do that recovery file. I want to simulate that failure again. I want my FRA to be full again. I'll try to switch some log file here, and then in alert log it might have already triggered that one. Okay, no, not it. I'll do log switch here. Okay, generating, still the logs are getting generating here. Do one more log switch. I'll do a couple of logs switch. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's the size now. It's going to be like, still I'm going to reduce my log switch. I want that 100% to be full. Okay, not yet happening. What I'll do now, I'll make it to 200 and 630. I'll make it to 630. 630 M, and then scope equal to SID and star. Done. Now you can go back here. Okay, now it is 99% used. Perfect. So now you can try to switch some log file here. Alter system switch log file. Still generating. Still generating. Okay, now it's done. It's not generating anymore. Not yet. Let's do one more time. Go back here. Archivelog. Right, so still it is generating, which are like very, very less in size in terms of KB. That's where it is not generating. So it is still, my FRA is not full. Just do the dot DO-SCH dot. Okay, 628 MB. We'll see a couple of log switch. Right, so yeah, I'll make it instead of 630 also not working, 625. I'll just directly make it 625, 625 M. Scope equal to both. Done. So go back here. Okay, run again DO-SCH. Now try to do some log switch. Right. So still it's coming. Okay, make it anyway. I'll just make it to 100 MB, 100 M. What I wanted to demonstrate here. Okay, now if at the moment I make it 100 MB, it immediately say that unable to use the log file. It's 100% full. In this particular scenario, assuming that your mount point also full and your FRA is also full, and you are unable to switch a log file and nothing you're able to do it. And then what my suggestion is, directly go into your FRA location. This is your FRA location, and then these are your archivelogs, and then these are your archivelogs. Go inside those archivelogs, and then you can just move all of these archivelogs to some backup location. Temporarily, you can move to some backup location. Immediately, it will release the space from your FRA, and then your database is continue to work. So that is the last option I can prefer to go ahead with that. Just moving with the OS command, move your archivelogs from your FRA location to some backup location, and then later, once you fix that solution issue by increasing the mount point size or by increasing the your FRA size, you can go back and you can move all the log files, all the archivelogs from backup location to back to your FRA and then register with your database. So that's the last option I can preferably go with. But by doing these three method, whatever these three method I mentioned here, 1, 2, and 3, you're gonna fix your issue whatever issue you have with your archivelog destination full. Right, so that's a quick demonstration I wanted to make it for today, and probably we'll come again with a new topic and we'll do a new demonstration on my lab. Until then, thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.